Klein Oaks' playoff run may have ended sooner than the Panthers hoped, but the future is bright there because of one freshman athlete. We're talking all about it now in this week's Randall's Next Level. That ninth grader is Micah Rhodes, and if you don't know the name, learn it. Learn it. This ninth grader bursting onto the scene this year for Klein Oak, one of the main reasons the Panthers earned a playoff berth. And now our insider Mike Rigg joins us. What can you tell us now about this youngster and the amount of offers he already has?
Yeah, thanks, Jason. As you mentioned, Micah Rhodes doesn't graduate until 2028, which is the year of our next presidential election. So put that in the back of your mind. By then, who knows what he will have accomplished, because the sky is the limit for the emerging Klein Oaks star. The Panthers finished 5-3 in District 15 6A play this year, and much of that success was due to their young star. Rhodes ran for 932 yards and 10 touchdowns this fall, including a long TD run of 85 yards. But just because he's a few years away from being legally allowed to drive does not mean that colleges aren't already banging down his doors. Ohio State offered, Penn State offered, Oklahoma, Houston, Baylor, Boise State all offered. Rhodes still has quite the story to write at Klein Oak, and over the next 3 seasons, we will see just how impressive that book on Rhodes becomes.
We're going to go down to Klein Oak to talk about running back Micah Rhodes. He's one of the top running backs in the state regardless of classification. He's one of the top running backs in the state regardless of classification. At 5'11 and 185 pounds, Rhodes has the production to back up that claim. His quick moves, ability to dodge tackles, and seamless gear shifting make him so fun to watch. These skills have caught the attention of some of the nation's top programs, with offers from schools like Baylor, TCU, Texas A&M, Ohio State, Oklahoma, and Oregon. Football talent runs in the family for Micah, as he's the grandson of former Texas linebacker Bobby Rhodes and the nephew of former Boise State running back Shane Williams Rhodes.
So y'all really want to do the whole thing over again?
Yes.
So today we're here with
Micah Rhodes, freshman, Klein High School.
And we're here with
JB, footwork trainer around the area of Houston.
First question I'd like to ask you, Micah. How does it feel to be the freshman phenom, is what they call you?
I don't really have a feeling, if that makes sense, but I just go out there and work and then show on the field.
JB, how does it feel to know that you train some of the best athletes coming out of Texas?
Just a surreal feeling. Just seeing these guys' development over the years. You know, I've been having Micah since he was 8. Some other athletes that been doing well this season for about 5+ years. So it's a happy and a proud feeling just to see my guys do what they do on the field.
Micah, how do you balance your academics along with like your football activities?
To be honest, after football practice, I be tired, but you gotta work in the classroom before you work on the field. So I just come home, do my homework, make sure that everything's fine before I go to sleep, go on to the next day.
From what you've seen so far, Micah, JB, what would you say his biggest strengths?
Just the way he can adapt. Just how he just go into the game and he catch the flow of the game, when he knows he can switch it up from power to speed, or he just blend it and mix it in together. So he did some crazy things and some great things. It was great to see his game evolved throughout the season, not just over the years, just throughout this season, the way he handled adversity and the way he handled the chemistry of his team, being a young guy, stepping up and being one of those leaders that his team really needed just to help them pass that threshold to the playoffs.
Speaking of adversity, what would you say has been like your biggest challenge so far, Micah, like with this first season?
Definitely my mental state. Like going into my freshman year, like I had a lot of pressure on me, but I tried my best to handle it well. My family helped me with that. So, definitely that part of the game.
This question kind of for both of y'all, but what inspired you to start playing football?
I'll say my Uncle Shane. When I was younger, I used to watch him all the time. So my dad seen that, he was like, I'm putting you in football. But I was going to play football either way. But definitely him.
I say my mom actually helped me with that, because as a young kid, I used to always get in fights, trouble. I couldn't control my emotions really when I was from like first to like third grade, and I was always like, "Hey, you a punk? What? I'm jumping on you." So she was like, "Just channel some of this energy in the football." And it was a guy that saw me. It's like, "Man, you got some broad shoulders." So we started playing. Then I started learning how to, get the camaraderie, understand what adversity and how to go through life is with the game. So knowing my past experiences and what I've been through, just giving out free game to the younger generation.
Love to see it. Speaking of, giving out free game to the younger generation, Michael, what would you say, like, your typical training day looks like?
Now that the off season has started, it's kind of like 3 days. So like I get out of school. Well, during school we have off season weightlifting, so weightlift, and then after school, I get home, go straight to weightlifting again, and then after that I got footwork with JB or position work with him.
How do you know what Michael's gonna do whenever he comes to the workout? How does that work?
Just seeing what he did over the season, just working on improving what I saw that he needs to improve on in a game, or what I saw if he sent me something from practice film, or even in training, like, "Oh, okay, you're probably struggling with this, or you're not the best at this time, so let's build on this and get this better." So clearing up his techniques and letting him know that he can use his body in a manner that he never thought he could.
How do you handle, the pressure when it comes to competition? Because I know you spoke on it earlier, how you say, like, the pressure to come into the freshman Phenom season. It's a lot to take, you know what I mean? Like, I know you're just a kid at the end of the day.
Yeah, like in the game?
Just in general, in the game or in practice, or...
I say for, like, being in the game, I just breathe through it all. Like, just making sure that my heart rate is down, make sure I'm calm and ready to go. Because I know when I'm going to go score. Like, I can feel it, so... I definitely just say breathing through.
And I caught like 3 of the mugs too.
Yeah, like like my whole, I guess, aura change when I'm finna go score.
Just the way you said, I said, "Oh yeah, just a touchdown there." Yeah. I know a birthday was 80-something yards.
What was your favorite play, Micah, this season?
What's my favorite play?
For both of y'all. What, Michael, your favorite play, and then JB, from what you've seen in all the games, and even, we see all the film, regardless, even if we don't go to the game.
I mean, my favorite play is the second game against Cy Falls. Like my first touchdown of that game. Well, that was the only one I had, but that touchdown, it was crazy because Justin Hart, my teammate, he got hurt on the sideline. I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm finna go score for you." So, sure, I got the ball and I want to go score.
I got 2. First one was against PNG. When he broke that long run, and he showed contact balance, and he showed a blend of speed and power, as well as instinct and standing bounce. Like, that play showed me, like, oh yeah, he don't even know what he's going to do to these kids at this level. So that was one of my favorite plays. My other favorite play was, he didn't score on it, but he was close to scoring, was this Klein came. When the team needed him, he got stuffed, bounced that ball out to the outside, to the left, made that one cut, dove in for the end zone. Me, if I was a rep, I would have gave it to you because of the effort. But that shows me your want, your determination, and you'll really win and just will your team to a victory.
Yeah, that was a big play.
Yeah, that was most definitely a touchdown. I got it on my camera. Speaking of, just the games, how did it feel to be like, a freshman and you in the playoffs your first year? Straight out of middle school.
I mean, I came into the season knowing that my goal was to make it to the playoffs, take my team to the playoffs. So just all the hard work we had put in during spring ball and during off season, all that, just all the work that we had put in, it just led up to us going to the playoffs. And that was one of my big goals.
How did it feel to come up short? In the
playoffs? Mm-hmm. It was a hard loss. I mean, we came out there, it was going to come down to the willingness to win for both teams. So we went out there, we tried our best, but just came up short. Now it's time to go back to work. So hopefully we can make it deeper in the playoffs next year.
Anything you saw from that game, JB, that you ain't seen from any of the other games? I know that playoff football is a little bit different than regular season.
No, not really. It's some tendencies that he lingered on for some games that that you gonna fix up that he tend to lean towards. I'll say when he wasn't sure. So the indecisiveness, we're gonna really get that cut out of him and let him just read and process and just blow out those doors. So it was just those little things. He didn't do bad, but he didn't do to the standard that I believe he could play to.
When it comes to, because it's a team sport, football is an ultimate team sport. When it comes to, a team, what role do you see yourself, Micah?
Definitely as a leader. I mean, now that all of the seniors gone, I really have to be that leader. Like last year, it was just coming into high school, trying to get that feel for high school ball. But now that I'm going into my sophomore year and all the seniors left, it's time for me to step up and be that leader. So that's definitely the role I'm going to take next year.
What would you say drives you, to be successful, I guess, or to succeed?
Just the love for the game. Like, I love the game, like, so much that I do everything in my power to be the best at it. So I definitely say that.
With that being said, JB, do you think Micah's the best running back in the state of Texas?
In my humble opinion, no, he still got some work to do. He has potential to be the best running back in the country, not just in Texas. I see some backs that he can he'll go get, and he's gonna definitely surpass. But right now it's up to him and how much he want to work for it.
What you think about that, Micah?
Hey, you're right. There's definitely a whole lot of work that I gotta put in to become the best in the country. It just don't get given to you. So
how would you say you recovered from setbacks?
Definitely just going back and seeing what I could have did different. Like, there was definitely some plays in that Bridgeland game that maybe I could have scored off of, like that play when I ran up the middle. And I was indecisive. Like JB said, I was indecisive on what I wanted to do. When really I could have just tried to outrun them and get more yards. But yeah, definitely that.
How do you define success?
I think just doing whatever you're best at and just trying to be the best at it. Like, I mean, find what you're like the best at. Like, if it's reading, read books, make books. If it's playing football, try to be the best at that. If it's playing the video game, try to be the best at that. Just doing what you think you're the best at and trying your best at it.
What's your favorite thing about, training all your athletes, JB?
Just their mental. Just see how they respond to different drills, different sets, because I be having some crazy stuff out there. Some things Michael be able like, bro, what? Jermaine said some crazy things too, like, bro, you tripping. But now they see, hey, that worked, this did that, and I'll be having calls like, hey, this trash can drill did this and this did that. I didn't think that was gonna work, and I'll be like, yeah, bro. Y'all be looking at me like, But then when y'all do it, y'all be like, okay, I understand. So just seeing how their mental is and how they develop off that. So that's pretty neat to see.
Yeah, like one thing I'll say about JB, he'll put you through some drills, like some movements that you never think you would do in a game, and you go in the game and you do it, like, and it show and it works. So that's one thing about him I say that I like a lot.
Are we questioning me?
Do we be questioning you?
Yeah,
bro, do you know what you put us through? Like, what was that I did? What, yesterday?
What's one of the crazy drills that he put you in? Speaking of the day,
bro, I don't even know
he got
what.
No hips. He can't TikTok.
Bro, I don't even know what you could call that drill.
We go get them things like Shakira.
he probably know Shakira is.
You know what that is?
You see them young bucks these days.
I've heard the name
them
before.
Them YNs. It's crazy.
I'm not no YN, bro. I'm a student athlete.
That's what I like to hear, bro. All right, when I catch you out there doing one of them,
it won't be me, bro. I don't do that.
Speaking of a student athlete, I know you've been to a few college games this season. Out of all the games you've been to, what would you say like your favorite one? It can be experience wise, or
most definitely. You're right. Most definitely A&M versus LSU. That game was crazy. Like, their atmosphere, that song that you hear, I don't even know what it's called. Though I do know what it's called. I just can't remember it right now.
You talking about Kanye West?
Yeah.
It's called Power.
Yeah, Power, yeah. But that song you hear, the atmosphere, like everybody's getting riled up, flipping their towels, all that. It's just a crazy atmosphere. And then they had a great game too. So, and they won. So that was definitely one of the games that I remember.
What about you, JB? I know you go out.
Of all time, or just of the season. This
just of the season, you know. I know you been everywhere, man.
So,
JB
this season, my favorite game, I'll say that I've been to. I'll say the Alabama game. Seeing Zion out there competing and working hard and playing, just one of my athletes out there. That was special. Working, seeing how he developed and fought through adversity to get out there in that spot. So those are good ones. So yeah, I'll say that game this year. And I wasn't there, but Draylon game. Kid from Houston, really Silsbee, Texas, Beaumont, however you want to call it. He's from the area. Being out there, Colorado, with learning with a Heisman candidate or a future Heisman winner, that was special. Seeing his first 100-yard game and first big touchdown game too. So yeah, those two games was right for me. I like that.
My favorite game probably was that Baylor game. Micah knows what's up. He know what I'm talking about when it came to that Baylor game.
They got them cups, boy.
Them lemonade. That's all I've been thinking about that food ever since. We need to go back.
They had that breakfast a lot.
We need to go back.
Hey, we back at Waco. Just letting y'all know. We back. Coach Hall, mess with you, bro. We coming back, bro.
Let us know.
What are your long-term aspirations? It can either be in college, it could be in the NFL, just in general. It could be in life.
Definitely winning the Heisman in college and winning the MVP in the NFL. I want to win both of them.
For all my athletes to, go to college they're choosing freely, to get free education, to take care of their families, with whatever they got to do. And for me, long-term goal, to be a champion. USC champion, PFL champion, Bellator champion, whoever signs me, whoever wants me, I'm putting belt to ass to anybody in that lightweight division.
Me be throwing them.
And don't take many.
I was there.
Don't take many either.
I was there.
Don't take many. How long was it? Like 45 seconds?
Bro, not even, probably like 40.
Yeah, if you went to the restroom, your ass missed it. That's all I'm saying. You went to the restroom, your ass missed it. He was picking himself up the canvas.
So you guys seem like you got a good chemistry. When did you guys meet, or how did y'all meet? When did it come? Because I remember you used to always tell me about, man, I got this 8th grader, I got 3 offers. I'm like, man, 8th grader, 3 offers. Ooh, where? How?
So how me and Micah met, Shane, his uncle, used to train me back when I was in high school, and he was in high school. And Shane was a crazy receiver too. When I first met Shane, I was like, this little man gonna train me? Like, he's about 5 foot nothing, but cannot touch that boy. Like, he was different. Then Shane hit me out of nowhere, like, hey, I got my nephew. He's moving to Houston. He needs some work. He's real good, everything. I said, all right, I got you. He looked out for me. I'll go look out for you. Bobby came, met him. We talked, chopped it up. And I said, he's a big kid. He's solid. He's strong. He's funny looking when he runs. He's funny looking going through the cones, but I work with it. I had worse, so over the years, as he developed, I was like, oh man, he catch on quick. He asks questions. He don't get frustrated. Even when I yelled at him, he'll look at me like, all right, so what I need to do? And I was like, okay, you will be one of those special ones. Then, yeah, his dad told me I need to come to the game. I tried my schedule to be so busy, but he sent me videos. Micah used to hit me up on Instagram and Twitter all the time. I was like, you know what, man, just get my number, bro. I don't really get my number out to all the little kids, but get my number. So he got my number, and we've been chopping up ever since then. And he hit me up like, hey, JB, I think I got my first offer. And I was like, for real? Who? Coach Hall. I said, for real, that's my dog. So I hit Coach Hall up, and we talked, and he's like, yeah, I love the young bull, and he officially have an offer, and I love the stuff he did with him, and ever since then, it's just been ramping up even more.
How did it feel like that, Michael? Getting your first offer before you even got to high school.
Like the way it happened?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay. So I'm in the bathroom, right? And I hear my dad talking to somebody. I don't remember who it was, but it was a coach, and he was talking to somebody. And He just bang on the door. Mike, come on, bro. Come on, we gotta get ready. You gotta hurry up, bro. We might have an offer tonight. So I get ready. We go to one of the coach's office. And he called up Coach Hall, and he offered me. And getting that first offer was like, I'm not gonna lie, it was crazy because I kind of knew that it was coming, but it was out of nowhere at the same time. Like, I knew eventually I was gonna get that first offer, but it was out of nowhere. And I remember my dad telling me, he was like, cause all these 8th graders was getting offers. So my dad seen that, he like, yo 8th grade year, we gonna get you an offer. So, and it happened.
Yeah, as soon as he got that offer,
moment, not gonna lie.
it was up. As soon as he got the offer, I called everybody. I was like, look, this the 8th grade I've been telling you about. I was going, and the crazy thing, everybody hit me back and was like, yeah, let's see the young fella. What he's gonna do then? Start putting those videos together, then boom. Months later, 15 offers later too.
Yeah.
15 years old with 15 offers. How would you say, you guys feel about the chemistry that you guys have on and off the field?
It's a really good friendship, really good bond there. Like, I remember my first day at training. I'll never forget this moment, bro. I'm at training and I'm doing the footwork drills. I'm like, bro, how is he moving so fast? I'm like, bro, I told JB straight up, I was like, hey, listen, I don't got good footwork. I'm willing to work on it though, but I ain't got good footwork. So he put me through all the drills, and eventually over time, like, I started getting better and better and better. And then there would be days when, like, he'll yell at me and I just like not really play around with him, but then I'll laugh and I'm like, all right, bet I got you. Ask him questions about what I needed to do. And that's really how that bond started to like build up. Then like one day I got his number, we chopped it up. I was like, play Call of Duty, because I be on the game. So I was like, you play Call of Duty, got Call of Duty, play the game. And then that bond just kept on building more. So like over the summer, I had a thought. I was like, Dad, I think we should make a 7-on-7 team. And my dad was like, yeah, we can make one. And JB was gonna be one of the coaches. So shoot, one of the coaches, we talk football all the time, talk about the plays, all that, because we really the leaders of the team. Like, I'm also a team captain and the coach as well. So that bond there is like, we brothers for real.
What do you think, JB?
Yeah, it goes deeper than just trainer and trainer and athlete. Going like, I really care about Micah and I really care about his future and I want the best for him. I wouldn't tell him anything that I wouldn't do, and if I did something in the past, I tell him something that won't lead him that pathway that I necessarily didn't go through. So it's my past experience is helping him, get a leg up and a step up on everybody and everything, because he sees everybody. And I tell him it's either you're watching the example or you're going to be an example. And that goes for two ways, the good and the bad. So he's understanding, and yeah, I got him no dubs too in Call of Duty.
How's it been watching Micah develop over these years?
Man, it's been crazy, man, seeing this man with clown feet and two left toes juking people now is kind of crazy, and he don't even know fully what he can do. It's the crazy thing. Like, I'll be like, you could have really did this and that. He's like, I know, but I did. Yeah, I said, I understand. So now just seeing that and just knowing that we got another threshold to hit, I'm excited.
Next season finna be crazy.
Yeah.
Speaking of next season, what are your goals for next season?
2,000 yards, over 15 touchdowns, all-purpose yards. Yeah, like I want 1,500 yards, all rushing, and then all-purpose 2,000. Definitely making it to the playoffs again and going deeper in the playoffs. But those are really like my goals for next year.
I'm gonna spice this one up. Tell me something about JB that nobody knows. If you think you know something.
Something about JB that nobody knows.
Yeah. And same with you, JB. If you got something you can go for Micah. Something about Micah that nobody knows.
You let a lot of people in your house?
Or just something that you
No.
something that you noticed about JB.
Okay. Wait, he got dogs, bro.
Yeah.
Got dogs, right? And I remember like the first time I went to JB house, and I thought it was gonna smell like dog, and like it was gonna be bad. But I went in there, bro, and it smelled real good. Like I'm like, hey, bro, ain't no way. Like, what you got going on? Like, what's the catch to this? Cause like, bro, you got dogs, it's hair, but you don't smell nothing. You better keep his house clean. I'll tell you that.
People don't know that Micah's a very humble and energetic, funny kid. Like he walks around, look all serious with his little face and everything, and they'll see him like, oh, he looks like all business, but he really a fun, goofy, and free spirit. Like if you really get to know him, he's a crazy, funny kid.
Getting to know Micah over the years, and you know, just training all your other athletes. Is there any like, can you give me like something that's different about Micah compared to, you know, somebody else that you train, or something that
just the way he asks his questions. Like it's like when things don't go his way, he don't pout about it. He don't shell up. He don't complain about it for 2 minutes. Then be like, all right, let's go. He'll be like, all right, man, what's the problem? Because I'm not gonna have you keep yelling at me. I'm not gonna have you get upset, and I'm not understanding this. So he really wants me to break it down and walk him through when he don't understand it. So that's one thing. So I really take that to real consideration. Some of my athletes they'll be upset about it, be like, okay, cool, now I got it. But he'll be like, okay, I don't got it. I don't understand. Even before he even tried, I'm like, hey, you gotta walk through this again, or you gotta tell me step by step and actually walk this, because I really want to get this down. So he's really more of a perfectionist, as I say.
If you wasn't playing football, Micah, what you think you want to do? What would you be doing?
If I wasn't playing football,
Yeah.
I most definitely probably be playing the game, being a streamer.
So I have a question for you. Do you feel like you're going to be the #1 player when it's all said and done?
Yes.
Why?
No doubt in my mind. Just because how hard I work. My mentality is different than anybody else. Like, my mindset is, bro, first down or touchdown, no matter what. And it's been that way since I was 8. My dad, you know, put that in me, put that in my head from a young age, so it just carried on to now. And I feel like just the work is gonna show. Like, I put in work day in and day out, so when I get on the field, it's easy to me. So yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna be #1, no doubt in my mind.
JB, how do you feel potentially training the #1 athlete?
It's crazy because you're gonna be my first one, #1. Like, I had top guys, I had top 10 receivers, I had a top 5 athlete. I have a top 30 athlete, my highest one right now so far, Jermaine Bishop. But you're gonna be, right now, I believe you can be my #1, my first 5-star,
Ain't no can.
and everything. So how I feel about it?
I will be his #1. Ain't no can.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited.
Hey,
See,
hey,
when y'all meet this man,
forget it. Look.
bro, like, come on, bro.
He's so natural at it.
Hey, but yeah, like, potentially, I'm excited for it. He's gonna be my first #1. I never had #1, so, and my first 5-star for sure. So I'm excited. Shit, a lot of work, a lot of hours. Shoot, so I'm excited for it.
How do you plan on taking care of your body this next year coming up?
Oh yeah, that's a great question. It's definitely gonna be like some rough games. So definitely ice baths, getting massages, going to cryo, going to stretch lab. You know, just trying my best to take care of my body so I can be ready for the next level.
And I also had a question for you, JB, as well. As his trainer, what did you see from him this year that you think going into the next season is going to be one of his strongest abilities?
Just running with more confidence. Just understanding that I am bigger, stronger, and faster than these guys. understanding that I'm not a freshman anymore, and I know what I can do, and there's nothing you can do to stop me about it. So just having that mental confidence and he understanding what he can fully do with all the tools at his disposal, this could be a scary sight.
I like to thank you boys for giving me our time. You know, I just wanted to show the world my two dogs, Micah Rhodes, freshman phenom, and the GOAT JB, the one that trains the best athletes that you know in Texas. I appreciate you boys.
What's that? Hey, I'm a snitch. I don't care. Hey, Drewski, you know what it is too. Yeah, take me.
And we here with the
Reset.
and we here.
Why are you saying my name and I'm saying my name?